Have you ever wondered, why do we suffer in life? Is it really the problem itself, or is it the way we look at it? You see, pain is something every human goes through. Losing something, failing at something, being disappointed. But suffering is different. Suffering is the story we keep telling ourselves about that pain. Today, I want to share a simple story. It's an old story, but its lesson is so powerful that if you understand it, it can change the way you live. It can teach you how to stop suffering in life. In a peaceful village surrounded by rolling green hills, there lived an old farmer named Thomas. Thomas was simple, kind, and hard-working. Every morning, the villagers would see him in his fields, planting seeds, watering crops, and caring for his only horse. He wasn't rich, but he had enough food, enough peace, and enough respect from the people around him. One day, however, something happened. Thomas's only horse, the one he used to plow his land, ran away into the mountains. The whole village gathered outside his house. They shook their heads and said, "Oh, Thomas, what terrible luck! Without your horse, how will you farm? This is such a disaster. You must be suffering." Thomas looked at them calmly. He smiled faintly and said just one thing. "Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's good." I don't know, most people would have cried, complained, or even cursed their fate. But Thomas didn't. Why? Because he knew something most of us forget. We never see the full picture. What looks bad today may turn out to be a blessing tomorrow. Days later, the villagers were shocked. Thomas's horse came back, but it didn't return alone. With it came two wild horses, strong and beautiful. The villagers were amazed. They rushed to Thomas and said, "Wow, Thomas, what good fortune! Yesterday you were unlucky, but today you are blessed. Now you have 3 horses instead of 1. You must be so happy." But Thomas, with the same calmness, replied, "Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. Do you see what's happening?" The villagers were quick to label things: good luck, bad luck, fortune, disaster. But Thomas didn't label, he stayed neutral. And that's the key. Suffering often comes from our quick judgments. We rush to call something bad before life has finished its story. A week later, Thomas's young son tried to tame one of the wild horses. The horse kicked violently, and the boy fell hard, breaking his leg. Once again, the villagers came running. "Oh, Thomas, what bad luck! Your son is injured. Now he can't help you on the farm. You must be suffering terribly." But Thomas simply said, "Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's good. I don't know." When something goes wrong in our life, the first thing we do is create a story in our head. This is terrible. My life is ruined. This shouldn't have happened. But how many times in your life has something you thought was bad actually led to something better later? Not long after, soldiers marched into the village. They were recruiting all young men to join the army. A war was starting, and every able-bodied boy was taken away. Families cried as their sons were forced to leave. Mothers wept. Fathers felt powerless. But when the soldiers saw Thomas's son, they noticed his broken leg. "He cannot fight," they said, and so his son was left behind. Now the villagers came once more. "Thomas, you are so lucky. All our sons are gone, but yours is safe because of his injury. You are blessed." Thomas replied calmly, "Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know." And that, my friends, is the wisdom of Thomas. He did not suffer the way the villagers did, because he did not attach his peace to events outside of his control. He understood that life is bigger than one moment. What looks bad today may turn into a gift tomorrow. What looks good today may lead to a challenge later. The truth is this: life will always bring ups and downs, good times, bad times, joy, and pain. But suffering doesn't come from events themselves. It comes from the way we judge them, the way we hold on to them. And that's the secret to ending suffering. Stop clinging to the past. Stop worrying about the future. Accept what is happening now and respond with wisdom, not panic.